All right, everybody, welcome back. We are here with Scott Braddock. He is a financial planner at Scott Braddock Financial, and we are talking about the best ways to save money and the best money habits to prepare for the holidays. And we're also taking your questions. Just text the number at the bottom of your screen so we can get those questions answered. So, Scott, we already have a few questions coming in, so everyone really needs your advice, as we can see. So the first question is about financial literacy. So are there any free financial literacy courses available online?
Yeah, actually, there are quite a few different outlets. I actually am associated with a nonprofit. It's Counselors of Financial Educators, and we do free online courses at least twice a month. So I've been doing this for over 20 years, so this is one of the ways that I like to give back. And really, what I love to do is share information based on what I have learned from some of my most successful clients. I think that it's a wonderful idea to put yourself out there and learn what you need to know so that you'll better know what you should do in your given situation. I take an education first approach with my practice, and I think as a fiduciary advisor, that's really the best way to help folks understand the importance of retirement, the importance of having a long-term plan. Keep your eyes focused on the long term, and you'll be really, of course, happy once you reach that target time of life.
Okay, and switching gears a little bit, we do have two questions about mortgages. So the first viewer says, we paid off our mortgage, which was our biggest bill, but some people said we shouldn't pay off our mortgage first. So is that true? Should you pay off your mortgage first?
Well, sometimes we're anchored to these ideas that may not necessarily still hold a lot of weight in today's economy. And that's really what we want to pay attention to. There's a lot of folks out there that have a mortgage interest rate of 3%. So it may not be the best idea to pay that debt off when you could potentially keep that money, invest that money, save that money, and earn a better rate of return. I mean, even if you look at what some of the banks are offering right now in CDs, you can earn over 4%. So potentially it would actually make sense not to pay off the mortgage. Now, if you have a higher rate interest rate mortgage, then that could be a different story. And I think this idea, our parents, our grandparents sort of instilled this ideal in us to pay off the mortgage. Well, keep in mind, those rates were at 10 to 15%. So they were a little bit more motivated than I think we need to be in today's economy.
Okay, very good points right there. And so also piggybacking off the mortgage conversation, does paying half your mortgage payment every 2 weeks really take years off of your loan?
No, it sure does. It may seem as though you're not really paying a whole lot extra, but in fact, if you run the numbers and you look at the impact it has, you could shave off a handful of years. And I would, of course, look at making sure that you have things in place like an emergency bucket of money that is so vital to have. So if you're maxing out your 401ks, you're taking advantage of IRAs and Roths and investments, then take a look at potentially paying off that mortgage sooner. Just again, going back to the previous question, when interest rates are as low as they are, it may actually serve you better to save and invest that money where you can earn a higher rate of return. And when I mentioned the banks earlier, well, what I'm referring to is that's a risk-free rate of return. You put money in a CD and earn 4%. Well, there's no risk to that. You're guaranteed that money. And when you have those type of guarantees in an economy like this, you certainly want to take a look at that.
Yes, for sure. And circling back, what can we do to start saving more money?
Well, I'll tell you a great idea is most folks today, they have a job in which it offers a 401k. Even part-time jobs now offer 401ks. So make sure you're contributing to that 401k. Max it out if you can. I always like to see folks contribute 10 to 15% of their income to their 401k. And again, I'm sharing this information based off of my most successful clients that I work with. This is what it takes. And when you're maxing out your 401k, what you're also doing is you're receiving your employer's match. Now, not all employers offer them. However, 80+% do. And so you do not want to leave any of that free kind of money on the table. And that's what you'll do if you're not contributing enough to receive that employer's match.